restrictions. So parents need to understand that they need to make them understand what is happening. So once they try to understand what is happening, they will stop rebelling it, and they will understand it is not about male or female, or it is not about female has to be in restrictions and male can do whatever they want to do. They need to understand like how it is going on, how the body itself shows a lot of things. Male has a different body, female has a different body, so obviously there will be little difference. When you see now, you can just you can have long hair, you can dress up, you can wear your lipstick, you can have your nails and nail paints and all, but men cannot do that technically. Like if you see it, they cannot do that. So there are certain things that they can't do, and there are certain things that females can't do or male can't do. So it's not about male and female to them. It's not about because you're a daughter so you have to sit in a certain way, and he's a son so he's like some god and he can do whatever he want to do. He only meant that okay, being a child of the family, they wanted to satisfy their own egos by creating that perfect child around, so that people say वाह क्या परवरिश मिली है, see देखो कितने अच्छे संस्कार है बच्चे के. So that is all about satisfying their own ego. So first thing, the parent, you see, me myself is I'm also a parent of 2 kids. So first thing we need to understand is we are caretakers, we are not boss. It's good to show them, it's good to guide them, but make them understand first. Make them understand the importance of what is needed in their life or what they need to do in their life. That is how they can understand the better, and they will stop rebelling. So when you were talking about sitting thing, it was like only thing is like you need to understand what is happening. So you must be more comfortable when you would have got to know okay, what to do now. You can continue until all are joining.
Let's start. Yeah, let's start. So anybody has any questions regarding because how we are structuring today's session is more about like if anybody has questions on inner child, Dr. Kirti will respond to that, and then she'll take us through a meditation on inner child healing. Seema, you had a question, yeah.
Yeah, Yogita is not talking. Okay, I can ask them.
Yeah.
So doctor, when you mention monetary aspects also, now as a child, I have seen a lot of financial issues back home, right? So maybe it has built my thought process according to that, right? I am a hoarder today, a classic hoarder, like grandmothers of hoarder, right? There's a lot of insecurity in me when it comes to money. All right. I also know that there is a pattern which comes from my father specifically, where till date, he's stingy. Okay. He can be happy with the money he has, can be, right? But he's still stingy at this age. Okay. Now, as an adult, I understand he should be staying all right. But मैं खुद जब मेरा time आया था अकेले रहने के लिए, I was so stingy and I was ashamed of my own self because it was a pattern मैं खुद नहीं निकल पा रही थी उसमें. Like I was like, what is wrong with me? And I didn't know how to change that. It was like there was a booth inside me who was guiding me to be conjuice. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And till date, it's not conjuicy, but it's hyper insecurity where I don't know what future entails. So, okay, it's great idea to do your savings, but I have literally stopped. See, I used to shop. I loved shopping. I have stopped all of that. Maybe I don't enjoy it anymore or whatever it is, some ascension symptom, or I don't know what and how I should take it. But there is still an insecurity, and मुझे ये भी पता है शायद जब तक मैं ये पैटर्न नहीं चेंज करूंगी, I know कि मैं और पैसे भी नहीं अट्रैक्ट कर पाऊंगी आगे. I also know it's a vicious circle. So how do I come out of this Mayavi Jal, which is not my thought process, it's my father's thought process.
Okay. See, now you understood that it is not yours, but it is your father's. Okay. And when you come to not enjoying anything, because somewhere there will be like hidden guilt that okay, my parents did not enjoy, so how can I enjoy? So you can look
Very
into
true.
that aspect
Very
also.
true.
And the main thing is like when you're saying that, I understand consciously that what has happened. And I understand that it is my further thing because during my, during my growing time, we have seen the financial things going on. So here, what you need to understand, if you're not able to overcome certain things, even though you have spotted, and you're not able to overcome those things. So there will be only two things in that. One, your extreme loyalty towards your parents. So first thing, extreme loyalty towards your parents. So when you want to be loyal towards your parents, you doesn't want to come out of it. And second thing, it could be like you're holding on to the energies. So what the child will do, they will try to help the parents, seeing them in pain. So, but child doesn't know that they are not helping. They are just picking the energies of the parents and they are integrating those energy into their energy and they're living that life again.
Sorry, doctor, can you repeat point 2? I didn't understand that part.
So the point 2 is you always want to share the pain of your parents. So the pain that they are going through, the struggles that they are going through, you always want to share as a child. And you doesn't know how to do that. So what you will feel, okay, let me take this pain. If I take this pain, my parents will be better. And unknowingly you pick the energies of the parents. You can call it as soul fragments. So you will pick up the energies of the parents and you will put that into you, integrating into you, and knowingly and unknowingly, your brain will get activated according to those energies. So this, in short, it is always a belief system towards money, plus there is energy of the parents towards money. So when you're not able to overcome certain situations or certain belief system, even though you know what is going on, because you were very clear when you were talking. Okay, I know this is coming from here. I know this is what is happening. I know that, I'm just leaving what is, leaving the same thing, same pattern, even though I don't have to. So this is how showing up that, you're extreme loyal towards your parents and you've also integrated their energies into you. So you need to let go first.
I want to
Loyalty
stop being
does not.
loyal. I want to stop being loyal, but it has been a painful journey for me, So being an extreme loyal and so doctor, in fact, I was so loyal that as an 8th standard or 5th standard child, we used to be a joint family, and I remember telling my chachi that, as soon as I become 16, I'm going to start helping my dad. I will start working, and that is the time my chachi felt the pain more than me, and I remember her reacting कि ये देखो इतनी छोटी बच्ची, you're a Gujarati, you understand, अपनी नानी छोकरी है वो बात करे छे. She said that, and I remember her sentence very clearly, and I thought उसमें क्या है, I'm thinking about helping my father. I came from that point, so that's true. I have always been in that guilt mode, and I don't know how to just shut that. So doctor, I go from extremes. Guilt से totally cold से totally guilt. I don't know बीच में कैसे रहना है, because मैं बहुत cold भी हो जाती हूँ. When I go against them, that keep quiet, it is your thought process, don't throw it on me. That time I become very cold then, because I don't know how to balance the two. What is the midway? I don't know.
Yes. So the only midway towards it is you need to understand that you both are different individuals. So it is okay not to suffer how they have suffered. So suppose, for an example, you watch a movie. Okay. You must be having any favorite actor or actress. So when you watch the movie and you see them in pain in the movie, as a child, what we used to think, Bapre, I don't know what is happening. How can they hit? They are bleeding. So we didn't know that it's just a movie, right? And we took it as a real thing that is going on with them. So I also remember as a child when I was like, I think 10 years or 8 years, not exactly, I don't remember much. I could be 8 years. So I used to think that, he know that this is going to happen, but why he's going again? When I used to see that same movie again, I used to think again, he knows that there's somebody hiding behind and he's going to get poked with the knife. Why is going again? So because that is what you're, as a child you are. You don't know what exactly is happening around you. So in the same way, when you see, now when you look at the movie, you know it is just a movie. It's just a makeup. Now you don't get related to those things. and you know how to create the boundaries. So you won't feel the pain, you won't feel, you know, what is going on with them unless you're in pain. So the people who are in love, they will understand what the love scene is going on. And people, those are into breakups and all, they will understand when the breakup thing is coming in the movie. So you will relate to the scenarios that is exactly happening within you.
Yeah.
So that time you have taken so much of them and you don't know the difference between you and them. So first and foremost thing is you need to understand you both are different individuals, and they, what they have suffered is their own life. They have decided for certain experiences, and what you are going through, you have a different individual and you can create it differently. And when you do that, you will see a lot of difference. So first thing, let go of all the connect, the cord between you both, and say
Yeah.
to your inner child, we are different and they are different. We belong to them, but I have my own identity and originality.
Yeah.
So when you start doing that, you will start seeing the changes. And when you start seeing the changes, that is the time, ask your inner child to release out the pain and get integrated. So in the group, we are going to pick one emotion that everyone would be feeling in common, and we are going to meditate on that. So everyone who is going through, that is why we wanted everyone to come out with their own issues so that we can go through that. And when you're doing that, now make sure that this time when you release it out, make sure that it's okay to release and they're absolutely safe when you let go of that. So when you talk about insecurities, the insecurity will also be what will happen to my parents. And the child will feel insecure, and why they take the pain, the reason is that they feel that if suppose these people die, who will take care of me? So the basic insecurity of the child is they are the caretakers and I'm dependent on those people. And if something, suppose something happens to them, then how I am going to survive? Underline, that is innocence. We cannot call this as selfishness. That is innocence of the child. And they get very insecure about it because they're completely dependent on their parents. So
But
being in
doctor,
the home,
when we are adults, why are we so attached to these aspects? When as an adult, I know that you know what I mean, right? As an adult today, if I have a child, I know usko kya karna hai, but खुद के साथ क्यों नहीं कर पाते हैं हम ये चीज? Why is it so tough?
yeah, why it is so tough? Because you filled up your pipeline with that. Agar if there is a, you know, you see the pipeline, okay, and there is no flow in the pipeline, what will you do? Suppose the pipeline is, you
Clean
know,
the clog, yeah, clean the clog basically.
yeah. So you have, what you have done, you have filled up so many emotions, so many belief system, and you yourself have, you know, packed everything within you. And when everything is packed, and it is unknown also, the best part is it is unknown many times that what all you have picked up, what all you have decided, you don't know. So when you say that, okay, I told to my chachi that when I get 17, first thing I'll start working and I'll help my parents. So this could lead to a life where you will always feel there is minimum of support around you. So you're more independent, and when you need the support, you are there to support people, but people are not there to support you.
Very true.
So this can lead to these extremes. So why it has happened to you? Because you have made the decision. I want to help. You never told, okay, I'm okay to receive the help. We never say that. So what we are doing, we have created a lot of belief systems here, and you're operating your entire life with that. So how can you expect something else? So now, with very simple example, okay? You put a seed and you know that the seed is for apple. And after 2-3 years, you're saying, I have given so much love to this tree and he's not giving me mango. How can he do that? So practically, because you know, practically it is impossible.
True.
But when it comes to our brain and belief system, we don't believe in that. And we are not ready to believe, okay, there is something that we have feed. Your brain will only and only operate through the belief system that you've given, the seeds that you've already given to it. And if you have to change it, first thing is you have to uproot the previous thing and you have to regrow what you want it right now. So as an adult, you have to change your belief system and you have to nurture it so much that it will start creating your life the way you wanted it to be.
Right.
It's very simple.
So, doctor, you're telling me clear steps where I need to differentiate that it's not mine, it's my parents, right? And any
Yes.
particular mode that I do it, or I just verbally keep telling myself when that thought comes, when that
No.
money thought comes, or something like that.
Verbally, you have to do. There's no other choice, but make sure that every day, once in a day, at least, okay, you sit with your own self. No one is disturbing you for 10-15 minutes. Take your own time, sit with yourself and ask to your inner child. Okay, what, for an example, what did you feel? What is your belief system? What is going on in you? I can hear you. Talk to me. So make your inner child so comfortable that your inner child will let go of those energies and get integrated in you.
Okay.
So verbally it will happen when you're allowing it to remove. So when you keep on saying verbally, it is like nourishing the new seeds that you have already put.
Okay.
And for
So
the
any
new seeds, you have to first remove.
So any statement that, or I just say I am different from my parents, that sentence is good enough?
Not different. I'm individual.
I'm an individual. Okay.
I have my own identity and I have my own choice. Yes. So this is how you need to say you're not different. Again, different. Again, there will be another inner child coming up. Okay, what I was thinking was wrong then. So another inner child will get created with that. So
Right.
words are very powerful. Mind
Right.
your thoughts, mind your words when you talk.
Right.
I'm independent, or you can say, I'm like an individual with my own identity. I belong to them, but I have my own identity.
Yeah.
And whenever you feel with the money, look at the money and say, okay, I let go of the belief system of my father, or I let go of the insecurity. Whatever thought is coming to you first, release it out and take back your own fun towards money. What is money? Money is again an energy. So if you enjoy that, there will be a flow of money.
True. True. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Juhi. I think Juhi has raised her hand.
Juhi, you have raised your hand.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think I already discussed once, but few things that I wanted to bring up were like like the same thing regarding how I am, like how Seema described. So there are few things that are similar, but it's not about money. Now it's about what she has been suffering through. That she is the doer and she is also the sufferer. So it is happening with me exactly the same what has been happening with my mother, that she is ready on her feet to help everyone possible, but she doesn't get, she only gets negativity around. And same is happening, that whoever I get really attached, I do a lot of things and they get so negative about me that I sometimes feel that it's, I don't even want to be close to people, or I don't want to do, but that's generally not my personality. My personality is different. But when law things happen to extreme, I feel so the laws that being good is not right. So such things connect, and I feel that yeah, it's the same thing is happening what has been happening with my mom.
Okay.
So money, like you said, you can say do that, but what about things that you're suffering from this negativity, basically, that it is, you feel like it is being carried on?
Okay. So understand one thing. Situation must be might be different. Like someone could relate to money, and many could relate to emotions, and many could relate to abuses. But underlying emotion is same for both of you, right? She's carrying the energies and belief system from the father, and you're carrying from the mother. And what you're doing, you're also following the footsteps of your mother. So not because you've seen your mother going through such things, what you're doing before someone come and do something to me, it's better I only maintain the distance. So when you say that it is not my personality, but I still maintain the distance from the people, that means you're unnecessarily holding a belief system that your mother had. So it
No,
was.
Not exactly, yes. I am distancing people after I'm going through something extreme. Till that I'm getting
Hmm.
like, yeah, I'm very happy and I'm giving them importance and things are happening good. But
Hmm.
I never realize, and like backstabbing or something like that, emotionally things are happening in a very brutal way. And after that I start distancing because I am unable to take it anymore and I don't want it to continue any further.
So how do you feel when this happens to you?
I I I am like loss of words. I can't even judge the situation ki, क्यों हो रहा है, means I'm thinking ki I have been doing so much and all this I've put in efforts, and now I don't even realize and why negativity is coming. Matlab, I don't even realize that I am giving my 100% in a positive way, and all things that I realize after few while that things are coming back very negatively, and it is shaking me a lot, like I'm unable to take it.
So if you have to describe this, that when such things happen, when such experiences happen to you, so if you have to describe this with one emotion, what could be that?
I'm shocked.
Shocked. Okay. And if I'm shocked, I feel, complete the sentence. If I'm shocked, I feel.
If I am shocked, I feel like I don't want to talk to that person or be connected with that person anymore, because that person has done so much unexpected when I have done so much for them. Like I was
So
being positive.
yes. So if I'm shocked, I feel, with one emotion, feel the word. If I'm shocked, I feel.
Angry.
Exactly. So when you're shocked, you feel. So underlying core emotion is angry. So if I'm angry, I feel, again one word.
I feel like to I feel to disconnect with them, maybe.
So that is, see, that is after anger. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
If I'm angry, I feel. Go below that
Okay,
with
if
one
I
word.
am
You would have, yeah.
okay,
If
if I am angry, I don't know what to say. Like, if
I don't know. So I don't know is the word of the inner child. Okay? Knowingly, unknowingly, you're operating with your inner child who doesn't know what to do. So first thing is we are holding emotion, and understand one thing. When you attract negative people around you, again, there are only two reasons towards it. Okay? The first reason, that you have certain experiences in your life where you have felt negativity of the people around you. So you've only believed into negativity during your growing period, during your toddler age. Hmm? And now you only, because you only know that, what you do after you grow up also, you will attract the same situation in your life like a mirror. It's as simple as that. When you are thirsty, you drink water. And when you need water only. If I give you the most expensive drink of the world, you will not get satisfied. The satisfaction that you will get only with the water. Okay. So in the same way, the belief system that has been formed, that
but can I
negativity and
interrupt for a moment?
yes.
Yeah, like you said, maybe in my toddler age, but I was my bachpan mera ya toddler age, I was the happiest. I had
Hmm.
I as far as I can remember, I have
Hmm.
nothing to soar about, nothing to talk about negative, nothing, not even a single thing, as far as I can remember
Hmm.
my way.
Hmm. Okay.
So then what could be, because just say my childhood was beautiful.
Hmm. Until which age do you remember?
At least till maybe 14, 15, it was good. And maybe it
Okay.
started off with my mom conceiving at a later age, and it I was kind of not comfortable at having a child like 16 years younger, a sibling 16 years younger to me. And then immediately after she was born, my grandmother, who was more than my mother, she expired. So these two things happened consequently, and I kind of shut down for complete year.
Hmm.
I felt
So,
everything around me everybody is like my enemy after she was gone.
yes. So that to say, at the age of 14, it will only be an experience of what already has been formed in you. So again, as I was saying, there could be two things. One, as I told you, that it could be the growing creator, or second aspect could be something that you have picked up of your mother in the womb. That is where I was coming to. So it was
Okay.
not about something that your mother has conceived after so many years, but when you were in your mother's womb. So when you were in your mother's womb, she might have gone through certain situations of her life that you
Yes.
have picked up,
Yes.
and that has created the blueprint in you through which you're operating your life. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you had a beautiful childhood. If blueprint is created, it is created. That's it. So for an example, if mother has thought of aborting a child and she did not, so no matter after that lifelong, she will shower her with entire love of the world, of the universe also, the child will always feel rejected because that blueprint has been created already. So you're operating through your blueprint more than the belief system. So here what you need to go do is you need to go into the womb back, let go of the things that your mother has faced, take back what belongs to you, and go through the rebirthing process. That will help you a lot so that you can let go of all this negativity and come back into the positivity of your own self. So the half part of you is very positive, another half part of you is not positive. And what you're doing, you're attracting the people for the certain period of time, they're very positive because you're operating with the positive part. But as soon as after certain
Correct.
time, as it happened in your life, after certain time, you see that
Yes.
something disaster has happened in your life and you start
Yes.
operating with that. So now you'll shift to
Exactly.
another part
Exactly.
and people will shift to another negativity. So it's like again getting attracted. So first it is like, okay, good, win-win. Then it goes like this, ulta. So this is how you're
Correct.
operating.
Correct.
It's like two polarities in you. Hmm?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so this is
So
how you need to
how
overcome that.
like how can,
And
जैसे आप बोल रहे हो, like what is the process that going back to the womb and मतलब the removing the negativity, like what,
inner
how
child
is the
therapy.
process?
Inner child
Okay.
therapy is the
Okay.
process where you'll be under the supervision of the therapist, and we will help
Okay.
you to connect between you and your fetus time and how to let go of that and come out, take rebirth, come out and understand what originally you would like to have back. Hmm?
Okay.
So you
Okay,
can you
Didi.
can get to help through inner child healings.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. All right. Thank you, Didi.
Next,
You're
we have
welcome.
Nena.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What I felt is like I am not able to be in my authentic self, my family, basically with my parents at my home. So what when I worked on myself, what I understood is like um, my parents have uh, actually expressed whatever emotions they had, hard emotions they had, they just anchor or whatever it is, they had. Just thrown upon uh, me and my brother. I have a younger brother, just like that. And we are not able to express ourselves.
Hmm.
When we start expressing our emotions, they suppress us.
Hmm,
So,
hmm, hmm.
what I feel is like um, I'm not able to release that. I feel so much suppression inside and basically a fear, and I'm not able to be in my authentic self, to be me at my
Hmm, hmm.
especially with my parents at my home.
Hmm,
So
hmm, hmm.
I am finding it difficult to release that. It's like
Okay.
a heaviness in my heart space, much heaviness in my heart space.
Okay. Okay. And when did you see your parents getting angry? Could you remember the earliest age down the
I
time?
remember that throughout my life and entire childhood.
Okay.
I Yes, even
Okay.
I am a theta healer, so I had
Hmm.
the womb stays. Even when I go to the womb space, I was feeling a very turbulence there in the womb space.
So I worked on that
Okay.
part, and now that part is cleared. Now, while going to the womb
Mhm.
space, it is safe, but I don't feel any connection with my mother there. Not no emotional connection. It's comfortable there, but no emotional connection.
Okay. 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 And did your mother also was feeling the same? Not
Uh,
feeling connected to you both, or especially with you?
Especially with me, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you talk about this, Naina, I understand that you have gone through so many healings. See, what will happen is, sometimes you need to see, there will be like, I'll keep it very simple. One glass. Okay? When
Okay.
it breaks, it goes into many pieces.
Okay.
Hmm. So in the same way, you must be having many pieces, because the way you're saying, I could understand that it's a very intense emotion that you've gone through. And second thing, because you yourself is a healer, so that means you need to understand that what you need to overcome in your life when you're going through certain experiences. Hmm. So when you talk about that, I'm not able to overcome that, then you need to understand the lineage process. Hmm. So there is something in your lineage that is blocking your way. So when it comes to your mother, see, I don't know how many of you know this. Let me just tell you this, so that Naina, you will also understand it in a better way. Okay? When a female is born, she is born with her eggs in the uterus. Okay? And this is how they pick the emotions of the lineage, female lineage. So grandmother, like Nani, mother's mother, mother, and then you. So when you're born with your eggs in the uterus, through which you produce again your own kids. So when you're born, you're not only born with those eggs, but you're also born with the memories of the lineage of the female. You're getting the point. So
Yes.
female in the sense, your mother, your mother's mother, your mother's mother, in that way. Okay. So when you come down with that energies, what you're doing, you're operating with the cellular memories of the lineage. And when when you are uh, getting born with the cellular memories, it will be very hard for you to release it out, because you're working on your memories. You're working on your blueprint, current life blueprint you're working on to, and you will not realize where it is coming from. So I will strongly suggest you to work on the lineage first
Actually,
and
I have
release
done
out
that.
all the emotions of that.
I
Hmm?
have done that in the genetic level. I have done that, and what I understood is like from my great grandmother, they were actually going through. These females were not emotionally supported, or these
Naina,
females.
can you speak a little louder?
Yeah.
Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Better.
Okay. Okay. So when I went to that genetic levels, what I understood is like it started from my great grandmother.
Hmm.
So I tried to clear it from that part, and what I like what you said exactly. I felt like that lineage. No one in that family has felt an emotional support or emotional security in themselves.
True. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you need to do is you need to let go of that. First, you need to let go of the lineage. And second thing, after working on the lineage, the second thing that you need to understand, that where were you in the lineage? So it started from you, it will end through you. So in the lineage, you need to understand, it could be at any generation up, it could be 18, 20, 30, 50 generation up, or it could be 4, 5 generation up, completely depending on your past life. So don't go like a past life. Just go into the lineage and understand where it started and what was your role in that. Hmm? Once you understand your role in that lineage, and you have come down onto the earth now to get over that stuff, that you have the complete episode, to close the episode that you have started during that lineage. And this will help you greatly to
It
come down with
started with
certain
me.
emotions that you're going through. Yes,
Okay.
it started with you as an ancestor. You were your own ancestor in that lineage. Yeah? So understand the lineage, go to the ancestor, and you will understand that you were somewhere in that. And once you understand that where you were in that lineage and what was your role in that, you will see that, there will be a shift of energy coming down. But make one thing very clear, that will be only the beginning. That is not the end of your thing. So that is the beginning. And this time you have gone and you're working onto the correct roots of your issues.
Okay. Okay.
After that, after you're done with that, then understand, have you given any curses? So here you need to understand, is there any curses or any belief system that you have passed on
Uh,
from that lineage as an ancestor
yes,
to the
there
dawning
were
as you are now?
curses.
Yes. So you have to release it out. So first understand
Okay,
whom
there
you
were
have given curses
Yes.
to. Yes. So now first understand what was your role in that curses and how it is related to you. Then come down and clear it up. First clear there. It's like, when the tank has lot of issues, when the tank is blocked, the pipeline won't get the water. So first clear that block. Then come down and clear your blocks. You will see a lot of difference in that way.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Is
you.
it clear to you?
Yes. 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 It was a
You're welcome.
very beautiful insight. Thank you. I'll work on that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're welcome.
Seema has a question. We'll take that as a last question since it's 9:50, and then we'll move
Sure.
on to the meditation. So Seema.
Sure.
Doctor, this I'm totally blown off with this last information that you've given me. Now, I'm a little shaken right now because
You're on mute, Seema.
sorry. So
Yeah.
if I really see this information that you were talking about, sorry, it's taking me time to process it because I just had like, oh my god, और मरे वाला information था ये मेरे लिए because
Okay.
I thought it was basic and I can get out of something. Now, if I was to look at my nanny, that's why I said shit, that is terrible. And sorry, I'm using this word because
It's okay.
um, I am in deep shit right now after listening to this. The only reason being that is if you're talking about so much of lineage, there are times when I've tried to speak to my mother and get information, and I've been unable to join the dots. But today, if I look at my nani, I don't even know who my nani's mother was. But if you're saying I'm going to carry all of that, and this is where I've come from, where I don't know where certain nonsense has come to me from, that's I mean, can you please give little 2-3 sentences on that for me to digest it more? Like it's just come as a shock, like somebody was saying that she gets shocked. I've got a shock right now, especially because
Yeah.
I thought चलो मम्मी का तो मैं handle कर रही हूँ अभी तो नानी का भी handle करना, and my nani was one character. She was a different character of a different world. She was like a puppy dog who loved sympathy from everybody, and that's how she's lived. She's lived like the weakest woman. And I thought it was so simple कि मैं cord cut कर लूँ अभी भैया, now she's no more, I will forget those ancestors. And I don't talk to my mom's side exactly for all these reasons, because certain aspects I don't relate to as a human being, right? Ever since I have grown up. So now this is like even more scary. So if you could please just talk about, if we have time, 3-4 sentences will really help me, please.
True. So when you were saying that your nani was one lady who needed a lot of sympathy. So first place is who needs sympathy? The person who feel victim. Okay?
Yeah, total
And the
victim.
person. So when you feel that there's a victim, then you don't have to work much. That go to the roots of victim. So who has felt victim? So again, as I told you, when it starts from ancestor and when there is a deep connect, so when you're trying to heal yourself and it is not happening, then you can go to the lineage and check where you have started this, and you need the closures towards it.
Doctor, can I stop you right here? You had used
Yeah.
one word, you have started it. You were telling Naina also. How
Yes.
do you know you have started? Like you have said, you were your own ancestor. What is your role? How do I figure out मेरे नानी के life में मेरा क्या role था? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. So I'm not talking about only of your nani life, okay? What I am saying here is, see, I'll tell you one thing, okay? Just a moment. So one thing, understand one thing very clearly. So when you eat, okay, after you have to chew your own food, you have to digest your own food, and you have to shit by your own self. Can anyone else do
Yeah.
this for you in the world?
No,
Even the
never.
person would say that I can die for you, I can get stars and moons for you, everything they can do, but they can't do this for you, right?
Yeah.
So in the same way, what you've started, that what you've eaten, okay, that you have to digest the processing, and you have to release it out. Excretion is also very important.
Mm.
So in the same way, when you are going through certain emotions in your life, certain experiences and emotions, you have started it somewhere. See, we are into 2021 era. So this
Mm.
time you can't say, okay, this is fresh. It never happened to
Mm.
me before. This is fresh emotion, fresh karma I'm creating, and everything is fresh in my life. You can't
Mm.
say that.
Mm.
Okay. So it has started somewhere, and
Mm.
you wanted to close down that emotion and that life. So you have taken this life and you have created certain situations around you. For that, you need to understand, okay, where do I need to go to completely release it out?
Mm.
So in this way, when you have to go back into your ancestors, you will somehow will understand, okay, I was playing the role of the ancestor, and I have come down here to complete it off. And I could say this because we are working since 11 years now, in and out daily, so many cases we're handling. And we see after so many cases, we have understood that, every time when we go into the lineage, we see either the past life or the lineage, they will see, okay, I was the one who started, and I am the one who is coming down to clear it off. So it will not only you, it is like a group of people there, and you will definitely be one of them. Once you reach to that level of your life, of into the ancestor, you are completely recreating the cellular memories, and you're creating new life, new beginnings, and new emotions with fresh experiences, or you could say next level of your journey to overcome certain things. You never know. So this is how it will be. So you must have heard about past life regressions.
Yes.
Past
Yes.
life regression is where you have lived.
Mm.
And that past life can go to any level. So when you talk about, I feel victim, and you go into the past life of victim, you can go to any life, okay,
Mm.
where it
Mm.
could have started, or it could have, impacted you the most. But when you
Mm.
go through the ancestor lineage, you will
Mm.
only go to the roots from where you have started certain thing, and you need the closure. So
So
this
we are
is how it
saying that,
is.
doctor, we are saying that it could be the soul family, that is the ancestor. And
Yes.
so when we are saying, when you're saying you will see you were a part of it, it means that somewhere the group, whichever this group that each one of us are in, it is our soul family A. Plus then it will have to do a lot with the soul contract and all of that.
Everything has to do with the soul contract. Everything, even if you're happy, that is a soul contract. Even if you're not happy, that is also a soul contract. So everything has to do with soul contract. So soul contract does not need to be suffering only. Okay? But when you talk about group of souls, so it could be one soul, it could be multiple souls. Okay, that comes with the contract. So okay, I have given you the pain. Now we'll take so and so birth, and I'll return. So for an example, okay, I felt very nice. Wow, I tried certain food in certain restaurant, and I felt very nice. The quality of the food, the taste of the food was there with me. So what is the first thing that we do as a human tendency? We'll say to either to the friends or to the family, I've been there. It was really amazing. You need to go and try. Yeah? So in the same way, what will happen when you do something? Suppose you have slapped someone knowingly.
Mm.
So you have to come down onto the earth and take back the slap. So now you need to understand the pain of slap and humiliation here. That is again, that is what is called as karma. And by mistake, so you're just walking on the road, maybe your legs got twisted or something, you fell down, and by mistake your hand has been slapped to someone else. Hmm?
Mm.
In that way, it was unknowingly, but still you have to take it back. So this time when the person is returning you, again, it will be like unknowingly. So suddenly something will happen and the person will end up slapping you in a, positive way. So it won't be in a humiliating way. So negative karma will come in a negative way. So what is negative? The things that you have done knowingly. consciously you have done into your previous lives, and things that you have done unknowingly and maybe out of innocence, you don't know that you're creating pain to someone else. It will come into the same energy, same vibration, it will get returned to you. So
Any clear way
whatever
to
you have done as an
distinction?
ancestor.
Sorry, in any clear way to
Sorry?
any clear way, negative karma is easy to make out the way you described it, but any clear way to make out the
Yes.
second karma, the
Yes,
unknowing
it
wala?
is. Yeah. So unknowingly, like suppose you have given lot of love, or maybe you have given lot of care to someone. So many of, see, we have lived a certain life. We have lived, everyone could be more than 20 at least. Okay. If not into the 30, 40s, everyone have lived their life until 20 years in the group. I'm talking commonly in the group. So we see, sometimes we see, it was such a big coincidence. I was just walking in there and luckily I found someone who helped me. So that coincidence, there's nothing called as coincidence. So when you unknowingly receive some help, or maybe unknowingly something good is happening to you, that is called as positive karma of your life. Unknowingly you did good to someone else, and it is getting returned to you again when it is needed to you. So the situations will be different, but again the underlying emotion will be the same. Knowingly, unknowingly. So when you humiliate somebody knowingly, you will receive the same thing. But unknowingly you told something to someone and you didn't realize that you have done something wrong, it will come into the same way to you. So there's nothing. So first thing that you need to keep in your mind is there's nothing called as coincidence. Everything is pre-planned properly with the soul contract that you were talking about. So when there is a soul contract, there will be group of people also in that. So in different phases, you will find different people. Some will be for little time, some will be for lifelong, some will become the life partner, some will be your parents, friends. There could be anyone, or maybe even your mate in the house. That is also soul contract. So soul contract is always same, but the only thing is the group of soul, they keep on changing according to the experiences that you need to return it back to.
Super, super. You're amazing, doctor. You're just amazing. I love the way you explain. You blew up my mind literally. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, doctor, can I ask a question?
Yes,
This
please.
is Raksha here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Raksha.
everything that happens in our life, whoever we meet, so everything, every thought, emotion is a soul contract.
True. Yes.
Some can be primary, some can be secondary, but
True.
everything that happens has already been pre-planned. Okay, is there
Yes.
something called a free will in the soul
Yes.
contract that is not, that we have not planned, but it's according to our free will, it happens?
Yes, there is something called as free will. And the free will, again, there are two kind of things here. So suppose if you're born with a karmic life, so you're born with lot of backlogs. So that time the free will be very minimum to you, because you have to, this is a time that you have to clear all your papers. No other choice. And you have to pass.
Okay.
That time free will can be exercised at the minimum level. But suppose you are, but suppose if you have a life, suppose you have to go from point A to point B. So you are, suppose if you're in Delhi and you want to reach Mumbai. So you have to reach Mumbai, that is your destiny. Okay. The free will here is how you choose to go to Delhi. How you choose to go to Mumbai. So whether you want to walk and go, you want to go by road, you want to go by air, seaways, like we have so many things now, options to go to explore. So free will here will be how you would like to enjoy the journey here. And if you are able to enjoy your journey, no matter what is happening around you, that is where you create more energies towards the free will to enjoy in your life. And again, the destination, the destiny is going to be same. It cannot be changed. The only thing, it is up to you how you would like to reach there. And that reaching there, how to reach there is your free will. Simple. So suppose if you're going through certain pain of your life, if you take it, oh wow, I'm done with another karma of my life. My deeds are over. I'm done with this. Wow.
Yeah.
Next, let me overcome another now. So that is
Yeah.
what is that? The power in you. But if you say, what is this? Why my life is going through so many things? Why I'm not able to come? Why only I have to face? Why that lady is not facing all these things? So what you're doing here, you're blocking your own energy here. Because what you have done, everything is pre-planned. After coming down onto the earth with certain belief system that you create, how you look into the life, that matters a lot. So the more you're positive and more you take it in a sportive way, you will see a lot of changes coming in your life. So that is what free will here is. Free will is not that, okay, I can exercise my free will and I can change my destiny. That is willpower. And again, that willpower will only come if you have points. So you can buy something if you have enough money towards it. So in the same way, you can buy willpower if you have enough deeds towards it, or if you have enough time towards it. So this is how you can exercise your free will or willpower.
So which means one reason to do good deeds is to buy points. But at least if not this life, the next life.
Exactly.
Next life के लिए point इकट्ठे करना शुरू करो.
And also, if we have doctor, so that means if somebody has a very strong willpower, that also shows that they have enough brownie points in their kitty bag.
True.
Yeah.
And if you're able to exercise your you're able to exercise your willpower, and you're able to make the shift, that is again that you have earned it. It has not simply come to you. You have earned it. In your past lives, in your deeds, or maybe your, through your parents. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, property विरासत में मिलता है. So maybe something has come down. So negative and positive both will come then.
Yep.
Be ready for both.
ये बिल्कुल वो हो गया ना अपना spiritual banking.
Exactly. So I was reading somewhere, this is very interesting. Yeah, so this is very interesting. Okay, I was reading somewhere, I think 3-4 days back. So there was a man who was like, he was the richest person on the earth, and he wanted to know that how can I take this money in, after I die, how can I take this money? Okay? And he said, okay, whoever is going to show me the way, I'm going to give 10% of my money to that person. So suppose he has 100 crores, so 10%, you can imagine, for a person working for 10,000 a month, it's a big amount. So everyone will like, no, we don't know, you cannot take money, but one person, he came up, I can tell you how you can take your money. And he was like very happy. Wow, you tell me how can I take entire my money, because it is my hard-earned money. How can I take it after I die? So there was a very simple question that he has given to the man was, what do you do when you go to other countries? So do you spend the Indian money or do you spend the other money? So he said, first thing I do is I convert the money according to the country I'm going to.
Currency.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just convert it according to the country I'm going to, right? So in the same way, you have to convert this money according to the currency that can be used there after your death. So what is that? Doing good deeds with you, using your money in a productive way, helping people, or maybe helping needy, or maybe, helping many people, with the jobs, whatever he could do. So that was an eye-opening thing for him. So we can definitely take back our money after the death, but in a different form. The currency is different there, the good deeds. So this is how you need to work for your own self, for your downlings, so that even they benefit your good deeds. And again, they can only benefit if they are meant to. Simple.
But how beautifully explained.
Sorry, we are not able to hear you. Can you tell?
I said you explain it so beautifully.
Thank you.
It is very nice.
Okay. So one question from my side to everyone in the group. How many of you feel disconnected from your parents? It doesn't matter whether they are there physically on earth or they are not there on the earth, but how many of you feel disconnected from the parent? You can just raise your hands if you want. Okay. 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 Seema has said yes. Naina has said
Hi,
yes.
Dr. Kirti. I have a question. I
Yes.
haven't stayed with my parents for the last 1.5 years. As in, I've only met them once during the whole COVID time, because of COVID, my children might get it and stuff like that. So we're staying up far away. I stay with my in-laws anyway, and we used to meet every weekend, but I've not met them for, I think, ever since last February 2020. Only met them once on my child's first birthday.
Okay.
Do you mean like this? But I still feel connected to them all the time. Like I hardly speak to them. I don't feel like calling them on the phone also, because I get so tired with the whole day-to-day work. But I still feel connected to them. It's never that I miss them. But otherwise, as a child, if I was growing up, if I went anywhere, even for one night, I would miss my mom so much or my dad so much that I would not be able to sleep all night. But here
Okay.
I feel so connected. I don't feel like I'm missing them, touch wood. Maybe because it's the creator's unconditional love and, the healing process that I'm doing right now, or what. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, this is what it is. I don't know why. Is this what you mean by disconnected from your parents also?
No, I don't mean physically being disconnected with the parents. I meant, like how we spoken to many people in the group, and they were like, everyone has something or the other that they picked up from the parents, and they are following the same footsteps. So a lot of negativity around the parents that has happened. So I was
Okay.
meaning in that way.
Okay.
Any time in
Got
the
it.
life, any point in the life, any part of the life, it could be.
I
So why
think
I'm
I
asking?
have, yes. I think I have picked up a few negative qualities, like sometimes the bad temper or something like that, that might, come up into my life, which my father has. Something like that could be that I picked it up from there.
Okay. Okay. So what we are going to do, one simple and short meditation. It could be not more than 5-10 minutes. And because it is common in the group, so we are going to go through this meditation where we are going to invite the parents, give back, because it's a group. So I'm explaining the process. Give back what belongs to mother, give back what belongs to father, and cut the cords of too much loyalty that is not needed, all the guilt, give it back. And you have to receive only love and nourishment from the mother, and love and support from the father. This is the only thing that we are going to do at this point. And anyone can go to any of the inner child that is popping up in the mind. Either you can go as a current adult, or you can go with the inner form of inner child, if you can remember any of the age, or it could come suddenly to you. So all are fine with this? If anyone does
Yes.
not go to, yeah, if anyone does not want to go, please text. I'll just wait for 1 minute and then I'll start. Okay, all are ready for this. Okay, so all of you take a comfortable position. You can sit, you can lie down, be comfortable. Just relax. Relax your mind and relax yourself completely. The best way to relax your mind is through your breaths. So keep relaxing. Keep on relaxing and allow your body to feel the flow of energy. It is your right to feel the energy and to accept the energy that belongs to you. Keep on breathing and allow yourself to relax. The more you relax, the more you become receptive towards the energies. And in this relaxed and comfortable position, at the count of 3, just feel either you are in a room or in a garden or on a beach or in your living room, either in your bedroom or in your living room. If you want to go to the open place, you can either go to the garden, imaginary garden, or imaginary beach. Even the room and living room could be imaginary. So at the count of 3, you will reach where you feel absolutely safe and secured. And as you reach there, you will come into the age that you would like to explore. 3, 2, 1. And now see yourself either in a room or a living room. And if you want to go to the open places, you can imagine either a garden or a beach. And when you land there, you will see yourself into the age that is wanting to connect to the parents. It could be current age. It could be a growing age. It could be a teenage, or it could be your toddler age. Just go with the flow. And now, when you're there, invite your parents. It doesn't matter whether physically your parents are there on the earth or not. It doesn't matter. Call them. They will come and stand in front of you. And they are very happy to see you here again. Now first, look into your dad's eye. And this time, if you're wanting to return anything that you picked up from him and it is not working for you in current life, in the current age, just give it back to him. Any belief system, any energy, any restrictions that you have felt, give it back. The need of it is over. It ends now. Give it back. Return everything that belongs to your father and it is not working for you at the current time. It is okay to return it back. Feel where have you stored in your body, spot it. You can either give a color or you can give a word and you can return it back to them. So suppose if you feel guilty, either you can see the word guilt in the body and return it back, or you can give a color to the guilt and return it back. And if you feel angry, just release it out. It's over. You didn't know how to handle that time. But as an adult now, you know it is no more needed in you. So just release it out. Return it back totally and completely. And now, in return, receive what would you like to receive from him? Love, strength, security, happiness, right to enjoy your prosperity, right to succeed, Go with your own calling. What is that you would like to receive from him? So you will see a pink color light from his heart coming to your heart and filling up your heart, your mind, and your body with the energy of love, security, strength, and receive what you are looking for. You always wanted to receive from him. Receive it now. It could be a physical touch to make you feel that you belong to him, or it could be a hug that you were always looking for, or simple appreciation from him that he's proud to have you in his life. Just receive and let go of everything that is no more needed now. It's over. The past is over. With each and every breath you take, receive. And from your heart, it is getting spread all over your body. Receive as much as you want it. There's no restrictions to, or there's no limitations to receive. Receive it. Now look into your dad's eye and say, I love you. I belong to you. And I also know that I'm an individual. I have my own identity. Now, go near to him and give him a tight hug. Feel the flow of energy. He has given you life. Feel the flow of life through him to you. And this time, consciously receive love, life, and the things you would like to receive. Let go of any obligations that is making you suffer. Let go of all the loyalty just to belong to him. Let it go. The reality is that you belong to him. You don't have to prove it. And say him thank you with lot of love and gratitude for coming here and being with you. And now, look at your mother. Look into her eyes. Give back. Give back what belongs to her. All the negativity, sufferings, victim, anything that you felt. Just let it go. It's over. It ends now. You don't have to live the same lineage sufferings. It's over. Give it back. And now, when you let go, that belongs to her, and it is no more serving you at this moment of time. This is the time to receive that you're actually looking for through her. So from her heart, a pink color light coming directly to your heart. And in this light, you will receive love, nourishment, and right to be happy. Besides you receive this, you can also receive that you're looking for. Keep on receiving. And from your heart, through your breaths, it will get circulated in your mind, body, and soul. So receive love and nourishment from your mother. It is your right to receive. You deserve it. And allow this love and nourishment to nourish your body, your mind, and your soul. You deserve it. You're worthy towards it. Receive it. You can also receive the freedom of exploring your life with ease and joy. So let go of the patterns. Receive as much as you can. And now, lastly, receive your individuality and your identity from your mother. I exist and I'm happy to live into my identity. I belong to you, but I have my own identity. Thank you for always being there for me. Go near to her. Say, I love you so much. And give a hug to her. Keep on receiving. And allow this to get circulated in your mind, body, and soul. With each and every breath, this is your new reality. And these are your new seeds that you need to nourish every day. And now, three of you hold the hand, father, mother, and you, and feel the energy of love, nourishment, acceptance. Unconditional love. Feel the gratitude towards the parents. They did whatever they could do. And they are also operating according to what they have experienced as a child. Say them, I understand. And now I'm ready to break the cycle and create my identity with love, joy, and ease. Feel the love among three of you. And allow your parents to go where they belong to. And bring this energy back into your physical body. And feel the energy being circulated in your physical body right now. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Integrate your consciousness into your physical body totally and completely. Feel your legs, feel your back, feel your shoulder, feel top of your head, and bring back your awareness into the room and open your eyes. If you wish, you can drink water. Bring back your awareness and open your eyes. Be with it for some time. Let this get digested into your body. And whenever you feel like, you can repeat this. All are back, all are awake.
Yes, that was so beautiful.
Thank you.
A few more yeses to know that yes, you all are back. Seema is back.
Yes.
So we will be putting up the recording of this in the YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to repeat this meditation or they want to share it with someone whom you think can benefit, please do that. I'll put the link in the group, the Inner Child group, which we have on the WhatsApp. I'll put it up there. So, and it would be nice if in the next coming days you could share how this has gone for you, because you've integrated this inner child today. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for you to realize what has happened. So it would be nice when you experience those changes, if you could share it in the group, what has been your experiences. It kind of encourages us also to know that yes, we should go ahead with what we are doing. Yes, Seema.
Doctor, I just had one very basic question. Many times when I'm meditating, I did see that you gave that separate thing, that the separate identity thing. But till the end, till the time you said send them back to their bodies or whatever, wherever they belong. After that, I have always struggled to see my own face when I'm meditating, right? I always see my mother while meditating, right?
Yes.
Today,
Yes.
I made it a point to see my own self in whichever ways I could see my own face, my own body, right? Otherwise, I always only see my mother when I'm meditating or something.
True.
But after they went off, and when you said get back your attention, I was trying to hold my face till that time, and then suddenly again my mom came back. So should I do this repetitively and then maybe I might progress, or what is this? I mean, why do I keep seeing her? I'm trying to form my own identity.
Yes, yes. So you have to keep on repeating this. Okay. And second thing is, like, if possible, Deepti will guide you. You can go with the, constellation or inner child session that can help you. But before that, keep on looking yourself into the mirror.
Okay.
Look into the mirror, look into your own eyes and keep on saying, this is my reality, this is my identity, and this is my physical appearances. Yeah?
Okay.
So you have to keep on reminding to your brain, this is me. And at that time, whenever you feel your mother popping up, say that I see you, I respect you, but I let go of you. And give her back.
Okay, but why does that happen? Is it that she's trying to pull in my energy or something? Or
No. She is not pulling your energy. You are the one who is holding on to her energies. So you need to let go.
Okay, I see you, I respect you, and what else do I say?
But I let you go from my physical body.
Okay.
So in this way, when you're repeating it again and again, so slowly, bit by bit, every time when you do, the part of her will be going out of your body and you will be coming back into your identity. So whenever you let go of her, say, I take back my identity, my consciousness.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Thank
so
you.
It will be very simple for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was nice. So back to Deepti.
So thank you so much to everybody for being here. I know we have gone a little longer. It's 10:36. But thank you everybody for being here. And every Monday at 9 p.m. we are planning to have these inner child sessions. So do join us. The link remains the same. And if you're part of the WhatsApp group, I'll send it to you, or you can register afresh. So hopefully we'll see you next Monday. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here.
Yeah. Bye. Good night.